do they fit in. This cover with this image mug binder. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. On today's video, I was thinking of doing something a bit different. Instead of what I usually do is just sit around and film what I'm doing that day, whether it is talking about my notebook / ring binder, or then I am just commonplacing, basically I just usually sit around for a day, film it, edit it and post it. But on this video I have decided to try, for a couple of different reasons that I'll explain later, to just film a bit of my everyday, and so you can have me for a week and you can see what I'm working on that week. This because I want to have a bit more control of my week, because I have been struggling a little bit, and also to not feel so guilty because I'm on a break from university, and so I came on to this break with a whole list of things that I wanted to do, and then this whole wave of sadness just hit me, and I haven't been doing much. And apart from hyper-fixating on my ring binder and on the other subject that you saw in the other video, I haven't been doing much. And so I thought that this could give me a gentle purpose. I have been thinking about it, and I'm trying to be more gentle with myself, as well as in terms of, in a couple, I'm not sure if it's already next week, but I will already be very much stressed out and focused on university. And so I thought, I don't know why I'm traveling a little bit, but I just thought that I needed to be a bit more kind with myself and just try to enjoy the time that I have off. Something that I wanted to say is that my style has changed a bit. I'm very much a person of phases, like the moon. And so the visual references that I go for, the color schemes, the typographies that I use, the type of spreads that I do change according to my moods. And so when I started my ring binder, I was very much on a different phase. Especially, for example, one thing that I did was to make these whole mood boards and a page full of goals for this year. And now I look at it and I feel so overwhelmed by it. It was also colorful, a nature theme, and now I'm I will say in a darker phase. And so I have changed it. And another thing is that I'm not sure if I like my nails or not. This is a bit irrelevant, but I'm just at the same time it isn't for you guys, because my hands is what you'll be seeing. So they may change during the video if I get tired. I usually just paint them into one color. And it usually never is black, but I was feeling the black, and then I thought I would put some silver in it. And then the glitter came up, and I'm just not sure. But I'm just, without further ado, just going to Okay, so before I stop recording this part, there are a couple of things that I need to say. See, I feel like I am trying to do this for phases, one problem at a time. First, my problem was the printer. Done. I have found it. I can show you here where it is. Here. This is my printer. It's actually, you can see it's really great, the quality of the images. You can see them very clearly, the text. Everything is just very faithful to what I did on the computer, so I'm really happy with it. The paper that I'm currently using is 100 GSM. It's from this brand right here. And so this is the name, Canon TS5350i. So if you're looking for a printer, this one in my country was actually affordable. And it seems like it is a really great quality. It can just do the two things, which is printing normally and double-sided, but also it can scan. And I did not need any more functions than that, so that's what I wanted. And I just printed out a couple of different pages with it. First were my tests. You can see, hang on. Here that I was just testing out page size. Let me try to see. Okay, so this is the size that it prints when I put it on normally, which is way too small. This is not the size that I wanted. Then I tried the big one, which was this one, which was all the way to the margin. It's too big. And then I tried a little smaller, but still it was too big. No, is it this one that is too big? Printed another one that was too big, which was this one, I think. You can see, yes, this is the one that was then again too big. Then I found this size, which is the closest that I could find of my other size. And then just to make sure, I printed two more. I didn't end up cutting them because it was just for me to see if I could put some margins, so I will know in the computer that the pages had to go until here so they could print in the right size. I'm not sure what I'm saying is making sense, but maybe in this vlog I'll film my computer when I'm prepping out new pages and you guys can see that. And so these were my tests. Hi everyone, today is Tuesday and I don't have a lot of updates to you guys. I have one big update, which is I have ordered a plastic binder so I can put my research on, and I have also finished the first part of the book, A Darker Shade. That book is divided into 3 parts. I have took a lot of notes into each tale. So I have read until here, which is the part 2. There is an illustrated short story. And you know, the thing is, you can only understand what a 5-star book is for you until you read a 5-star book. And sometimes you think other books are not 5-star books, but you give them 5 stars because that's, you know, you have not known anything as good or better. And this is definitely a 5-star read for me. I just find it all so very interesting, and into every single story I can try and dig deeper and to research deeper and make questions about myself and make questions about what happens next into these short stories. What are the things that are written out here, and the things that are underlining behind underneath the surface. And so this is definitely probably going to be one of my favorite books of the year, and I could tell just by the introduction. But then the first story was so good, especially the first story. And so what I have been doing as for the annotations is that where have I started? Here. And then what I do here, I don't put any tabs. That's not really my thing. I just underline with pencil, either things that I feel like are contribute to me then understanding the story, or quotes that I like. So I underline both, and I sometimes write notes on the margins, and also if I don't know what something means, I'll research and put what it means on top of the words. And that's basically what I have been doing. There are parts that I annotate more, there are parts that I annotate less, depending on the pace of the story and what I find it interesting and what I feel like will be interesting to research more into. And then, so basically that's here, and then in here I just write the name of the short story, the name of the author, and then I do my introduction on what this story is about, and somewhere in here is a rating, I'm not sure. And then my favorite parts, which are, I started doing this, which was quotes, write out the parts that I like the most, and then my rating, and then notes to myself. But I have stopped doing these parts because I felt like it was a bit redundant to be copying out things that I will then reference exactly when I look back at this book. So I did not, I stopped doing that. Then there's, for the second story I did the same. And yeah, there are ones that I go deeper. For example, this one, Scarlet Ribbons. I could write more on it, and I wrote more on it, not only because the story I feel like was a bit more complex, but also because it has some references, like Canto 1 of Dante's Inferno, and so I had to transcribe that part. That book is on my to be read list, actually. And then also I could identify, I wrote more about this story because it has topics that I had previously studied in my research, like the haunted house, and the psychological factors behind it. So it was a topic that I was most familiar with, so I could just write more about it. And then there is Dancing with Mirrors, and the other one, which was somewhere around here, Malena by Joanne something. And then this one is illustrated as well. Sometimes I just ramble a lot. And then in here I'm just trying to, for me this makes sense, but basically here are the names of the stories, and here the name of the part one is you've created a monster. And then I was trying to put into themes what each story focuses on, into themes according to my research and according to body horror, what do they fit in, and then trying to categorize them even more, so then I can know how to divide this into parts and into research and to compile the whole thing. What I think I'm going to do is, as much as there is so much to research about this topic, I feel like I will probably be anchoring myself onto this book. I feel like that's the easiest course of action. So what I will probably do is the same thing that I did for the yellow wallpaper. And I just wanted to say that someone in the comments of the last video, first of all, thank you so much for all the comments on the last 2 videos. They were a lot and they meant a lot to me because I love reading them. But someone pointed out that Charlotte Perkins was racist, and I definitely need to do my research on that and want to take my own research on that. If it is the case, I feel like it's such a sad thing, because her more than anyone will know what it is to be oppressed, and I don't know, it just leaves me sad. But I have yet to make my own research onto it and try to understand it. And when I say try to understand it, is to read more about it, because of course I don't like to be supporting that kind of thing, obviously, but I must also say that I personally really like the story. So yeah, but what I was trying to say is that what I did here was take out parts of the tale, and for here I feel like I will do a bit of the same. I will put, like I was doing there, my introduction on each of the story, like what's about, and then maybe a little section with notes on what are the main themes that are active to the research, and then just take out quotes and parts that either explain the story, the characters, something that I'm trying to point out, or just a quote that I really like. And I feel like I will probably do that for each story. And then to the ones that I feel like fit more into the narrative, I will then go for those themes and expand deeper, you know. That's how I'll probably go about the research into the body part of the research. With the haunted house, I was very much chasing articles, but in here I feel like I will first focus on the book, and then I will go on, and because it's a bit scarier to just jump out into this topic without having like some information already behind, because in this theme I didn't have any previous information, just the basics. But for the psychological part of the space haunted house and other themes that I pointed out on my previous research, I had a lot more ground covered personally and a lot more information that I already knew. So then making the research was easier, and it was like I knew what to research, you know. But in here it's different. So that's basically, I said this is going to be a quick thing, but you know, I like to ramble. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow we have more updates by the daylight. And that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye everyone. Hi everyone, today is Saturday. It's the last video that I'll be filming this video. And if you can hear any noise in the back, I'm sorry. My cat is currently angry. And anyway, I'm just going to show you, and you can see that a couple of things have changed. I'm going to talk about my binders first, and then I'm going to show you other things. The news is that I have a binder for this. I think I'll show you this first because there is not a lot to show you that is new, except the fact that now I have a binder that is separate from it. And I have made this cover with this image and then this quote from Paradise Lost by John Milton, and then the rest is pretty much what you have seen before, and so I will not be showing you, but I will do an hyper-fixation video next week because that's when I'll have more things to talk about and more pages to show you guys. Anyway, something that I need to tell you with this before we move on is that so when I ordered this one, it came with an A5 binder as well. It's the same thing but in A5. I am not currently, I don't have any plans to switch it up. For me this is a bit big. I really like this size, so I will not be switching it up. But in Amazon, it was where I purchased both of these. They only had either an option that had a binder like this and that came with a lot of different things, or these two. And the one that seemed which was the best quality was the one that came with these two, so that's why I ordered it. It did not have an option that it was just a binder. So anyway, now I have this one as well. But like I said, these things never really go to waste. For example, I had purchased this in August of last year and I only started using it in January this year. So things don't really go to waste, they come and go. Maybe towards the middle of the year, I'll find myself gravitating towards an A5 size again, maybe in rings. So who knows? But for now, I'm really happy with this. You can see that I have added some decorations here. I put them all in this safety pin. I can show you, hang on. Was it like this? Let me see if this is centered. It's more or less. Anyway, I have here a key that is like fading brass, and then I have my name here, and then I have a couple a pearl with a heart charm, and I put them all in the safety pin and then attach it to here. It's pretty secure, so I will recommend it. Then in here I also have a bracelet, but it's a bit loose here, so I'm not sure if I'll keep it here or not, but for now it is here because I really like these charm pendants. And then in here I had, if you remember, you saw it a couple clips ago, so it was this cardboard that I had to put in here for it to be more solid. I just hid it away with this black paper and then Polaroid of my parents. And then on the back I have I can show you, this is my notes for this video. I also kind of put some paper around the card box and the card box, and then I added the other things that were here, which is a postcard and a letter that a friend wrote to me. So that was it, and then we can move on here again. So things that I have changed. I have moved on all my commonplace pages towards here, so now I have more space. I still have a couple of things that I will be taking out after filming this. I just wanted to show you for memory's sake, and also those are my last January pages. I'll be taking those out so I can put on next week. I feel like a month can fit in here, even though I'm a bit uncertain, but we'll see. Currently I have this envelope that a penpal gave it to me, and I attached it to this thing because I did not want to hole punch the envelope, and it's currently empty, but I thought I could put on here some stickers and maybe some cards that people give to me. And then I have this thing. I have cut it since the last time that you saw it. Everything now looks much more put together because I feel like I am now just getting there, you know, with my system. I'm really happy with the way that this is going and the way that this has turned out. So I have this one. Everything looks much more like I wanted to look in the first place, but I couldn't because I didn't know. So for here it looks the same. I am currently 4 weeks into this system. I have no intention to switch it up. And then my goals, which I have not yet wrote down, then my future log, and then the information of my penpals, and then we go into the last January pages, which was what I was showing you. I have this, and then I have this. I really don't want to show you guys the text, but it basically is the images that you have seen and then the text. And then in here I have 2 Polaroids. This is my friend that I'm covering, and this is me. I look like a ghost in these Polaroids, but it's fine. I always look like a ghost in Polaroids. And we went on a journaling date, which was really fun. And so I put on these Polaroids here, and it's something that I love in rings. It's just to put things on and not worrying about bulking and things like that. So yeah, that was it. And this is a fun spread where I have these 2 Polaroids. And then in here I have the books that I have bought on that day. I did not buy these Penpal moth. I was thinking about it, but I didn't. Then I am here talking about the YouTube videos that I have posted. I am my biggest critic in a way, so here it's me talking about what I like and what I don't like about my own videos. So you can see that basically I'm just very critic about what I do. Anyway, here are more personal thoughts, and then we move on to here. This is the printer that I have bought, and I'm trying to hide the text, but still for you to be able to see what the printer, the paper, and the cartridges are. So basically this is going to be my approach from now on, because I don't want to be editing and blurring everything out, but at the same time I feel like it's interesting to show you these pages. So this is going to be my approach. Like, I'll try to hide the text but show you the images and kind of for you to see what the layout is. Anyway, this is the printer. I'm really happy with it, and the paper, it's 100 GSM from this brand right here that you can see. And then I have here my February kind of how should I say this? It's like a divider, but it's not a divider because it was just to separate, you know. And these pages I'll be taking out soon. The rest, the things that you have seen here. And so then I have my calendar, which looks pretty much empty. I have not yet filled it out. And then I have what is going to be my February memories, the good, the bad, and the in-between, so I can write a bit about February. And then my week, that starts in here. And then we have a couple of different things in here. I have added this little thing so I know where my week is, and then go on to write about this. Don't worry, you'll see the illustration on this page because I have printed the same one onto another page. So this is basically my daily page. I'll show you more on everything is personal. So these are my pages, and then we have this. A friend, a penpal of mine, also the same penpal, sent me lots of good things, and it was just this beautiful Greek gods, Olympic gods postcard, and I like it so much that I put it in here. I did not once again wanted to hole punch it, and so I just put on this little thing here. And then see, this is the page that I feel like I can show you. This is the illustration that I had on the previous one, and yeah. And then I have this. I went on to a cafe with my mom. Tried to, and we had lunch there. And then this is me, and I wanted to show you the pancakes because they're really pretty, but I feel like I have filmed it and you have seen it. This here, which is me talking about some things that I have seen, and also when I went out with a friend of mine, and also went to deliver letters. And then this page I can not cover up. And so here is everything I took out from the package that friend sent to me, and this is also from that. And then he also wrote me a note, and I just put it on into here. And then I have this one which he also sent to me, and it has this very beautiful message in German. And then I have what is my page for yesterday, and then today, which I have yet to fill out. Then on the back we have this one. I have not yet found the need to fill this one out, but it's interesting to have it here with me. And then the book log, it's more complete, but I need to fill out this. And then me talking about the books that I have read. I have yet to finish writing about shame, and this is basically what my current system is looking like. I feel like this week was a bit all over the place in terms of the video that I filmed, but I hope I can pull it out and release it to you guys and that you enjoy. There are 3 more things that I want to show you before I end this video because I feel like it's going to be really long. I'm just putting this to see it moves. Anyway, so this penpal also gave me here. Anyway, he also gave me these Miffy stamps, which are just amazing. He also gave me a bunch of Miffy stickers, and I'm really grateful for that. So they sometimes close weirdly because yes, okay, now there you go. And they come in this cute little box which I found quite adorable. And then here he also gave to me this thing, which I feel like it's supposed to where people put eggs, but I don't really eat eggs at all, or not even like this, so I might use this to store other things. I just thought it was really cute. And then this mug, which is also Miffy theme, and the little thing. This one I'll use to drink my tea. This one will stay in my desk somewhere, and that's one thing. The other thing I wanted to show you was these two notepads. This is what I usually use to write my letters. This one is currently halfway through, I will say. I mostly have blank pages. As you can see, I have used pretty much all of the ones with lines. So I saw this one and I wanted to buy it because it's very interesting. It's historical maps, and this was the paper that I used. I'm not sure if you can see, but in here, can you see it? Yes. And I just really like it. I'll show you the illustrations. Hang on. There's this one, and then there's this one, which is a map from London. I really think it's beautiful. And then there is this one, and then this one, which is from Saint-Germain, which is probably, yes, Paris. This is Paris. And then that's it. This one is from Paris, and there's one from London. You can see here the river Seine. Is that how you say it in English? I'm not sure, but yeah, it was interesting. I just thought it was interesting to show you as well. And this is what I usually write my letters with, because I just feel like it gives them extra something, and I just really like to send letters. And so yes, and I feel like I'm going to end this video here because it already has been so long, and I will just start working on editing it. Final thoughts. I just wanted to say that one more thing. Here I will be putting a Polaroid of my cat when I managed to take one with him. And so, final thoughts. I'm really loving this system. I feel like I'm finally in a place like, yes, I am almost there. I have no plans to... I was talking with my dad yesterday about this, and he talked to me about... He was like, this is an expensive hobby. And I was like, a little bit. But it's fine, and I'm not yet thinking about buying an archive binder. And so that's it. This is how my binder is currently looking like, and I'm really happy with it. And with that, I'm just going to end this video and say hope to see you on the next one, and bye everyone.